Okay, good morning to everybody. Today we'll discuss the basic definition of differential calculus. Uh, First of all, what is differential calculus or what is derivatives actually? So, in a theoretical way, we can define the differentiation. Differentiation is the process of finding out the derivatives of a continuous function. Okay, and a derivative is the limit of the ratio of the increment in the function of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. So let we have a function y equals to f of x. You must know x is the input. Okay, x is input and y is what? Output. So this is the independent variable, independent variable, and this is dependent variable. So if you want to find out the rate of change of y with respect to x, that means um, the rate of change of y with respect to x, then we have to use the concept of differential calculus. Suppose I have a continuous curve like this. Suppose this is the x-axis and this is y-axis, and who is the origin here? So suppose I have a curve like this. I have a curve like this. Suppose y equals to f of x. This is the curve. Y equals to f of x. And if we take any 2 points, suppose this is the any 2 points. Right, there is a point and there is another point we can take. So suppose this is the point A and this is the point B. Then we can draw a tangent to this curve, at this point. Okay, this is the tangent. This is the tangent of the curve y equals to f of x. So suppose this is the point. Suppose this is the P point and this is the Q point. Suppose this is the PQ curve, P point, and we can draw a perpendicular along PM. Suppose PM and QN. Okay, so this is the perpendicular. So we can take another line parallel to MN. Suppose this is the R. Okay, so we got a triangle PQR here. So if we take the rate of, so P is the point what? XY. P is the point XY. P point what? XY. XY. But Q is the increment. Suppose X plus uh, Q is the increment point. Suppose X plus Ace and Y plus Ace. Okay. So Ace increment, after the Ace increment, we get another point Q on the same curve. So what is the rate of change of this? And this rate of change can be found by the ratio of the limit. Suppose we have an angle here, theta. So we can write M is the slope here, tan theta. Tan theta equals to what? Perpendicular by base. Perpendicular by base. So QR divided by PR. So since from here, actually slope M equals to, you must know OM equals to here. OM equals to what? X Un equals to what? X plus A. Okay. So PM equals to what? PM equals to Y. And Qn equals to what? Y plus A after A's increment. So we get QR equals to what? QR equals to what will be? Qn minus Rn. Okay. So Qn equals to Y plus A minus A. That means A is increment. Okay. So if we take the limit of this ratio, limit a small increment, suppose a small increment A tends to 0 and functional difference what? F of x plus A, f of x plus A minus f of x. Okay, functional difference will be this, and the small increment along x-axis. Small increment what? A's. Okay, A. Actually, the limit of this ratio will get the geometrical interpretation of the derivatives of a function. So derivative of a function. So this limit, this can be denoted by dy dx. So dy dx means what? ddx of y. It can be read as ddx of y. That means the rate of change of y with respect to x. The rate of change of y with respect to x. This is the physical interpretation, but geometrically, this is the slope of tangent.
স্যার এটা তো ডাল বলে না?
Yes. Tangent at y at any point of this. That means slope.
স্যার স্লোপ স্যার ডাল বলেন?
Yes, dull. Slope means dull. Okay. So the rate of change of y with respect to x is called the derivatives of y with respect to x. Okay. And geometrically we can express it as a slope of a tangent. Okay. So this is the actual increment f of x plus a minus f of x divided by, and PR. PR is the actually, this PR is the small increment because this is the PR. Okay. Mn equals to what? PR. Mn equals to PR. Same distance. So this is the small increment, and this ratio, if we take the limit of this ratio, we get the derivatives of the dependent variable with respect to independent variable. Independent variable means what? X, and dependent variable is y. And if we can say the rate of change of y with respect to x. The rate of change of y with respect to x. This is the actually basic definition of, or this can be written as, this is the equation number 1. This can be written as like this. Y dash equals to dy dx. Same. Y dash means what? First derivatives of first differentiation of, or we can say like this. First differentiation of y with respect to x. Okay. The same symbol. This is the symbol. Okay. Symbol for denoting the differentiation or derivatives of y with respect to x. Y dash or dy dx, same words, or f dash x. But geometrically, this dy dx is the slope of the tangent of the curve y equals to f of x. So we have to remember this. So that means the derivatives at any point, the derivative is the same as the slope of the tangent line. Slope means what? M equals to tan theta in geometrically. That means this f dash x. F dash x means what? Differentiation of y with respect to x. So by the definition, the derivatives of the function f of x with respect to variable x is the function f dash x whose value is at x is this. That means the ratio of the increment, functional increment divided by small increment along x axis. Okay, that means x plus a minus minus x. So the equals to a. So this ratio, limit of this ratio is called the derivatives. And remember that this limit must be exist. Otherwise, derivatives is not possible. So to find the slope of the tangent line at a given point, so of the, and it will be given by f dash x. That means what? Derivatives of x. So this is the actually definition of derivatives. This is the actually basic rules of differential calculus. That means basic formula we have to use. That means ddx of x to the power n equals to n into x to the n minus 1. This is the power rule. Power is n. So power will be multiplied n into x to the power n minus 1. This is the another formula, differentiation of e to the power x. This is the differentiation of a to the power x. A to the power x formula what? A to the power log a base e. Base e. The differentiation of log x what will be? 1 by x. And differentiation of sin x will be what? Cos x. Differentiation of cos x will be what? Minus sin x. And the dx of differentiation of tan x with respect to x what will be? Sec square. Differentiation of cot x with respect to x will be what? Minus cosec square. And differentiation of sec x with respect to x will be what? Sec x tan x. And differentiation of cosec x with respect to x will be minus cosec x cot x. So this is the basic formula. So this is the basic derivative rules. First rule is constant rule. ddx of constant will be what? 0. Remember it. Differentiation of any constant with respect to x will be 0. And constant multiple rule. Constant multiple rule, ddx of constant, c means constant, and any function f of x will be c into derivatives of f of x. Now this is the power rule, very important rule, ddx of x to the power n equals to n into x to the power n minus 1. This is power rule. And sum rule will be what? Sum of any two function, the derivative of sum of any two function will be the individual derivatives of their sum. Okay, that means differentiation of f of x plus differentiation of g of x. Now difference rule will be same differentiate the f of x minus differentiation of f of x minus g of x will be what will be differentiation of f of x minus differentiation of g of x. And product rule will be very important rule, that f of x into gx will be what? F of x into differentiation of gx plus gx into differentiation of f of x. Remember, this is the prime. That means what? Differentiation. Now quotient rule, ddx of f of x divided by gx. So for divided by, we have to take g of x whole square, and in the numerator g of x into differentiation of f of x minus f of x into differentiation of g of x. So first of all, just using the constant rule and constant multiple rule and power rule, which is very important rule for us. So now we'll try to understand the using the power rule and constant multiple rule. So first was what? ddx of x to the power n. This will be what? N into x to the power n minus 1. Number 2, differentiation of any constant will be what? 0. And number 3, ddx of differentiation of x with respect to x will be what? 1. So this is actually what? Power rule. Remember it. This will be power rule. Now, if we want to apply a, suppose ddx of x to the power 7, how we can find? differentiation of x to the power 7. That means using the power rule, 7 into x to the power 7 minus 1. Okay. This equals to what? 7 x to the power 6. Very easy. Just using what? Power rule. Suppose another example, ddx of x to the power 7 by 2, suppose. So this differentiation what will be? Using power rule, n equals to what? 7 by 2. X to the power 7 by 2 minus 1. That means 7 by 2 into x to the power, what will be? 5 by 2. This is the result. Very easy. Number 3, ddx of root over x. ddx of root over x. So this can be written as root over x can be written as what? X to the power half. Okay. So using power rule, we can find half into x to the power half minus 1. That means half into what? X to the power minus half. So half into x to the minus half means what? 1 by x to the power half. So this can be written as 1 by 2 root over x. This is the basic differentiation by using power rule. Okay, now differentiation of of a function by using power rule. Suppose this is x cube. Okay, this is x to the power 2 by 3 and x to the power root over 2 and 1 by x to the power 4, x to the power minus 4 by 3 and root over x to the power 2 plus 5. How we can find the derivative using power rule? ddx of x cube what will be? 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1. That means n into x to the power n minus 1. N equals to what? 3. Similarly, n equals to what? 2 by 3 here. And ddx of x to the root over 2. That means x to the n formula, using n formula. N into x to the n minus 1. That means root over 2 into x to the power root over 2 minus 1. Okay. And d will be what? 1 by x to the power 4 can be written as x to the minus 4. Okay. So minus 4 equals to n here. So minus 4 into x to the minus 4 minus 1. That means minus 4 into x to the minus 5. Minus 4 minus 1 what will be? Minus 5. This equals to minus 4 by x to the power 5. Similarly, E equals to what will be? ddx of x to the minus 4 by 3. And equals to what here? Using power rule, minus 4 by 3 minus 4 by 3 x to the minus 4 by 3 minus 1. Okay, very easy. Now root over x to the power 2 plus 5. What will be? Root over 2 means half power. So half into 2 plus 5 what will be? 1 plus 5 by 2. Then x to the n, x to the power n formula. Using x to the power n formula, we can find 1 plus n into x to the n minus 1. That means half into 2 plus 5 root over. Understand everybody? Now another interesting example for you. Suppose I have example for like this, ddx of root over 2 x to the power 2 plus pi. Okay, how we can find this? Plus pi. So this differentiation will be ddx of this differentiation will be x to the power 2 plus pi to the power half, right? Root over x to the 2 plus pi can be written as we can indicate as a power. Okay, ddx of what will be x to the power 2 plus pi divided by what? 2. Okay, now this can be written as ddx of 2 by 2 what? 1 plus 5 by 2. So this is the, by using power rule, n equals to what? 1 plus 5 by 2 n into x to the power n minus 1. Okay, this means what? 1 plus 5 by 2 into x to the power 5 by 2. This is the result. Very easy. Just using power rule.
Solution.
This is the solution.
Solve like.
Suppose we have another ddx of suppose 5x cube. So this is the constant multiple rule. That means constant multiple means what? Constant. And differentiation will be what? ddx of x cube. So 5 into 3x to the power 3 minus 1. That means 15x square. This is the result. Okay, by using constant multiple rule. Okay. Now another example. Suppose we have to we have to take this differentiation. So let y equals to this. Okay, to find taking ddx on both sides. ddx on both sides. 7x4 plus thrice x cube minus 9x plus 5. So therefore we have to find ddx of y, dy dx. Okay, dy dx. So we can write 7 constant multiple rule by using constant multiple rule. Minus 9 dy dx plus ddx of only constant. Just multiplying ddx in every term. So 7 is the constant. This is why using constant multiple rule, using the power rule. Power rule means what? N into x to the n minus 1. That means 4 into x to the power 4 minus 1 plus 3 into, here n equals to 3. 3 into x to the power 3 minus 1 minus 9. ddx of x what? 1. Second formula. Differentiation of x with respect to x will be what? 1. So ddx of constant, there is no function of x. This is why 0. Constant rule what? 0. Differentiation of any constant will be 0. 28 x cube 339 x square minus 9. This is the, therefore differentiation of the given function y with respect to x will be what? 28 x cube plus 9x square minus 9. This is the result. Another example 2. Suppose we have y equals to x plus 4 by x plus 2 by x to the power 7. Okay. So dy dx will be what? ddx of what? X plus 4 by x. 4 by x means what? X to the minus 1 plus 2 into x to the power minus 7. Okay. 1 by x to the power 7 means what? X to the power minus 7. So this can be written as ddx of x plus, using constant multiple rule, x to the power minus 1 plus 2 into ddx of x to the power 7. Just arranging and multiplying each term with ddx. So ddx of x what will be? 1. Okay. 4. Minus 1 is the n. Minus 1 is the n. Minus 1 into x to the power minus 1 into x to the power minus 1 minus 1. Okay. Plus 2 into n is what? Minus 7. X to the power minus 7 minus 1. That means we get 1 minus 4 x to the power minus 2 minus 14 x to the power minus 8. That means what? 1 by this. This is the result, dy dx. Thermal differentiation of y with respect to x means what? This result. Very easy. Now another example. Suppose I have an example like this. Y equals to x to the power 1 by 3, 1 by x to the power 1 by 3 whole cube. How we can find the differentiation of this? Taking dy dx on both sides. d dx of x to the power 1 by 3 whole cube. That means taking d dx on both sides. But this can be written as d dx power is what? 1 by 3 plus this can be written as minus 3. Okay. d dx of, this is another formula, a plus b whole cube formula. A plus b whole cube formula what? A cube plus b cube plus thrice ab into what? A plus b. Okay. Differentiation of this whole. So we can write ddx of x 1 by 3 into 3 what? 1. X to the power 1 plus x to the power minus 1 plus 3 into x to the power what will be? 0. 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3. That means what? X to the power what will be? 0. So ddx of x plus x to the power minus 1 plus 3 into x to the power 0. X to the power 0 means what? What will be? X to the power 0? 1. ddx of x plus x to the minus 1 plus 3 into plus 3 into x to the minus 1 by 3. Okay. Now multiplying ddx to each term. That means ddx of x, ddx of x to the power minus 1, constant multiple rule. Okay. 1 by 3 plus ddx of what will be? So ddx of x what? Formula 1 plus using power rule. Power rule means what? This formula. Here n equals to what? Minus 1. Minus 1 x to the power minus 1 plus 3 into power is what? 1 by 3. X to the power 1 by 3 minus 1 plus 3 into minus 1 by 3 x to the power minus 3 minus 1. Okay. So this equals to what? 1 minus x to the power minus 2 plus 3 cancelled. Okay. So taking LCM, we get minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3 minus 3 also cancelled. X to the power minus 4 by 3. So after this line, this can be written as what? Therefore, dy dx equals to what would be? 1 minus, this can be actually minus 2 can be written as what? 1 by x square plus this will be what? 1 by x to the power 2 by 3 minus 1 by x to the power what? 4 by 3. This is the result. Okay. First of all, we have to simplify this. Okay. This formula what? A plus b whole cube. Formula what? A plus b whole cube equals to a cube plus b cube plus thrice ab into a plus b. Using this rule, this identity. Using this identity, we can write a plus b whole cube formula. Then 3 will be cancelled. 3 will be cut. So x to the power 3 1 by 3 power base same. This is why x to the power 0. X to the power 0 means what? 1. So 3 into this plus 3 into this. Now just multiplying ddx and using this power rule. Very easy for you.